Welcome back to Love in Layers. This is the second video in our series, where we dig past the surface and sit with the parts of love that actually change us. Today, we're stepping into a layer most people avoid, the self-love practice no one wants to talk about. We love self-love when it's soft, right? We love the candles, the rest days, the affirmations that sound nice but ask nothing of us. It's easy to post a picture of a bubble bath and call it healing. But love has layers, and one of them, the one we're talking about today, is brutal honesty. I learned this during a season of my life when, from the outside, it looked like I had it all together. I was achieving things. I was social. My life looked good on paper. But inside, I was stuck in a loop. I kept ending up in the same place. The same triggers would set me off. The same disappointments would break my heart, just with different people playing the roles. It was a cycle of frustration, and I couldn't understand why it kept happening. And then, one day, it hit me like a ton of bricks. All the quotes I was saving, all the quiet mornings with my journal, none of it could save me from myself. Because I was the problem. Real self-love, the kind that actually transforms you, shows up when you stand in front of the mirror and you don't like the person you're becoming. I'm not talking about physically. I mean emotionally, mentally, spiritually. It's that gut-wrenching moment when you have to look yourself in the eye and admit, I am the common denominator in my own pain. I had to face the fact that some of the patterns in my life weren't just bad luck. They weren't things that were happening to me. They were choices I kept making, over and over, because they felt familiar. Even if that familiarity was painful, it was comfortable. It was predictable. Staying in situations where I felt unseen, over-explaining myself to people who weren't listening, putting my own needs last to keep the peace. These weren't accidents. They were habits. So, I want you to pause for a moment. Just take a deep breath. If you've ever found yourself asking, why does this keep happening to me? I need you to stay here. This part is for you. This part really, really matters. Because self-love, on that day for me, wasn't about lighting a candle. It was about turning on the harshest, brightest light and asking myself the hard questions. Why do I feel the need to over-explain my existence? Why do I stay in rooms where I feel invisible? Why do I consistently cross my own boundaries just to avoid a difficult conversation? These questions are uncomfortable. They don't feel good. They don't fit into a neat, aesthetic Instagram post. This is the layer of love where you stop romanticizing your wounds and start taking responsibility for your own healing. It's quiet work. There's no applause. There's no aesthetic to it. It's just you, the mirror, and the truth. It is the moment you stop blaming the world and start looking at the person who is allowing it all to happen. And let me be clear, healing is not about becoming perfect. It's about becoming honest. Brutally, uncomfortably honest. Honesty about what you tolerate from others, and more importantly, what you tolerate from yourself. Honesty about the excuses you make for people, and the excuses you make for your own behavior. Honesty about the version of you that keeps showing up day after day, even when you swear you want something more for your life. At this layer, self-love looks very different. It looks like choosing growth over comfort, even when growth feels terrifying. It looks like apologizing to yourself for the standards you let slip, for the times you betrayed your own intuition. It looks like walking away from a person or a situation, even when every fiber of your being is screaming that staying would be so much easier. Not everyone is ready for this layer of self-love, and that's okay. Mirrors don't flatter, they reveal. They show you every single thing you've been trying to ignore. They force you to confront the gap between who you say you want to be and who you are actually being. I have a question for you. If you claim you want growth, why are you still excusing the same choices? If you say you want a different life, why are you walking down the same old paths? That's the mirror moment. That's the real work. So, if this month or this season of your life feels reflective or deeply uncomfortable, I want to offer a different perspective. Maybe it's not a breakdown. Maybe it's a breakthrough. Maybe you're not falling apart. Maybe you're just shedding a skin. Maybe this discomfort is simply the next layer of love demanding your attention. Here's a small action you can take. The next time you catch yourself over-explaining or about to say yes when you mean no, just pause, just for a second, and ask yourself, Why? Why am I doing this? What am I afraid will happen if I don't? Don't judge the answer. Just sit with it. Let the truth surface. Sit with this idea. Share this video with someone you think needs to hear it. And if you want to keep walking through the different layers of love with me, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next part of our series. Remember, self-love isn't always pretty. It's honest. The real question is, are you ready for it? Thanks for being here. I'll see you in the next one.